For many years, Remy Ma and Papoose were seen as one of the rare success stories in hip-hop. In a culture where relationships often fall apart under pressure, their marriage looked strong, steady, and almost untouchable. Fans believed their connection could survive anything. They had already beaten the odds by getting through prison time, public criticism, career setbacks, financial stress, and constant attention from the media. Through all of that, they stood side by side. Because of that history, watching their relationship collapse now feels confusing, uncomfortable, and heartbreaking for many people. What once looked like true loyalty has slowly turned into a painful public mess. Love and sacrifice have been replaced with anger, accusations, and a fight that now seems less about feelings and more about control, money, and pride. Instead of celebrating how far they came together, the world is now watching them tear each other apart. At the center of this entire situation is one question that keeps coming up again and again. Why is Remy Ma holding on when Papoose clearly wants to move on? People close to the situation claim that Papoose has asked for a divorce multiple times. Not casually, not in passing. He has reportedly been serious about ending the marriage for a while now, yet nothing seems to move forward. The paperwork stays unfinished, the process drags on, and every delay creates more tension. Instead of things calming down, the drama keeps growing. New accusations appear, emotions get louder, and more people become involved. One of those people is Claressa Shields. Claressa is not just a public figure. She is a world champion boxer, someone known for her strength, confidence, and direct personality. She is now openly involved with Papoose, and she has made it clear that she is frustrated with how stuck everything feels. From her point of view, she is building something real with a man who is still legally tied to someone else, and that situation is wearing thin. When you step back and look at everything, it no longer feels like this situation is about love. It feels more like ego, fear, finances, and control are steering the ship. To understand how things reached this point, you have to go back to the beginning. Papoose stood by Remy Ma during one of the darkest periods of her life. In 2008, when Remy was sentenced to prison, many people assumed her career was finished. In the music industry, especially in hip-hop, time away can be deadly. Fans move on, labels lose interest, and opportunities disappear. On top of that, relationships often don't survive incarceration. But Papoose didn't leave. He didn't fade into the background. He didn't quietly distance himself. Instead, he stayed loud and visible. He continued to speak Remy's name when she couldn't speak for herself. He promoted her music. He kept her image alive. He made sure people remembered who she was and why she mattered. When doors were closed to her, he stood outside knocking. They even got married while she was still behind bars. That decision alone told the world how serious his commitment was. It wasn't convenient. It wasn't easy, but it was real. When Remy was released in 2014, Papoose was right there. No hesitation. No delay. They picked up where they left off and tried to build a life that had been paused for years. Soon after, they appeared on Love and Hip Hop New York, where fans quickly connected with them. Viewers saw Papoose as patient, calm, and deeply supportive. Many praised him as the type of husband people rarely see in the spotlight. Their relationship became an example. People talked about them as proof that black love could survive extreme tests. While other couples on the show dealt with cheating scandals, explosive arguments, and public breakups, Remy and Papoose seemed grounded. They renewed their vows, welcomed a daughter in 2018, and continued building their family. From the outside, everything looked stable. But relationships can look solid while quietly falling apart. Over time, fans started noticing small changes. Remy and Papoose appeared together less often. Interviews felt awkward. Social media interactions slowed down. The energy between them looked different. Then rumors started circulating about Remy growing close to another rapper, Easy the Block Captain. At first, many people dismissed it as gossip. The internet is full of false stories, and Remy and Papoose had survived rumors before. But this time, things didn't fade away. They escalated. During a public rap battle, Remy openly admitted she had feelings for Easy. That moment changed everything. You could feel the shift almost instantly. Fans were shocked, confused, hurt. People asked how someone could publicly express love for another man while still legally married. Around the same period, Papoose began being linked to Claressa Shields. Unlike the whispers surrounding Remy, this relationship was not hidden. Claressa did not try to stay quiet. She posted openly about Papoose, praised him, and showed affection without hesitation. She wasn't playing games or leaving room for interpretation. On Papoose's birthday, Claressa posted a heartfelt message calling him her king. She spoke about his spirit, his guidance, his humor, and how thankful she was for his presence in her life. The post felt personal and genuine. She even joked about giving him birthday punches, which fans laughed at, but the message behind it was serious. She was emotionally claiming him. Despite all of that, there was no engagement ring, no official announcement, no clear next step. That's when questions started piling up. Why hadn't Papoose fully moved forward? Why was the divorce still unfinished? Why was Remy holding things up when she seemed to have moved on already? According to reports, Papoose hoped to have the divorce finalized before Valentine's Day. He had allegedly planned a romantic trip to Hawaii and wanted to propose to Claressa during that getaway. The location was perfect. The timing felt meaningful. It was supposed to mark a fresh start, but it didn't happen. Sources claim that Remy slowed the process down once things with Easy the block captain began falling apart. Easy reportedly moved on to other women, leaving Remy in an uncomfortable position. Watching Papoose grow closer to Claressa may have hit harder than she expected. Seeing someone you once shared your life with show love, pride, and support to another person can hurt deeply, even if you pretend you've moved on. One moment that stood out to many fans was when Papoose performed during Claressa Shields' boxing match entrance. That was a powerful statement. It was public, supportive, and full of pride. It showed him standing firmly beside someone he believed in. For an ex-partner watching from a distance, moments like that can sting. But emotions may not be the only thing keeping Remy from letting go. Money appears to play a major role. When marriages end, courts often look at income differences and contributions made during the relationship. In this case, Remy Ma reportedly has a higher net worth than Papoose. Estimates place her wealth at around $4 million, earned through music, television appearances, business projects, and endorsements. Papoose, while respected and talented, does not appear to earn at the same level. That means alimony becomes a serious possibility. Spousal support exists to protect the partner who earned less, especially if that person made sacrifices to help the other succeed. When you look at their history, Papoose has a strong argument. He stayed loyal during Remy's incarceration. He kept her name alive. He supported her family. He helped raise her son while she was away. He contributed to her success in ways that cannot be measured by money alone. Courts consider length of marriage, income gaps, and personal sacrifices. Remy and Papoose were together for more than a decade. They married in 2008 and separated in 2023. That is a long time to build shared history and financial entanglement. From Remy's point of view, finalizing the divorce could mean paying monthly support she does not want to give up. That possibility alone could explain why everything feels delayed. While all of this plays out, Claressa Shields remains stuck in the middle. She is not hiding her feelings. She speaks openly about loving deeply and wanting someone who returns that energy. She posts videos, shares memories, and publicly supports Papoose. She is emotionally invested, but she cannot fully move forward while he is still legally married. That kind of situation wears people down. Being ready to build a future while your partner is tied to unfinished business with an ex is exhausting. Add public drama, accusations, and non-stop online commentary, and the pressure multiplies. Claressa is a fighter by nature, but even fighters have limits. She has tried to stay calm and respectful, but frustration shows through. The longer Remy delays, the more tension builds. At this point, the situation feels less like heartbreak and more like a battle for control. Is Remy holding on because she still cares for Papoose? Or is she afraid of losing money, image, and influence? Is Papoose being completely honest about his intentions? Or is he waiting for the best financial outcome? And how long should Claressa be expected to wait while someone else refuses to let go? One thing is certain, the fairy tale is over. Remy Ma and Papoose were once symbols of loyalty and endurance. Now their story serves as a lesson about how unresolved feelings, financial pressure, And pride can slowly destroy even the strongest bonds. What happens next will define all three of them, and only time will reveal who finally walks away, who holds on too long, and who ends up hurt the most in the end.